All right, the U.S. Justice Department Civil Rights Division, they're opening a sweeping civil rights investigation into the Louisiana State Police. Assistant Attorney General Kristen Clarke made the announcement earlier this morning.
There are other reports of unwarranted force after pursuits involving the use of tasers and blows to the head. Our investigation will be thorough and comprehensive. This marks the first statewide pattern or practice investigation of a law enforcement agency that the Justice Department has opened in more than 2 decades. The investigation will also involve unprecedented cooperation among the Civil Rights Division and all 3 United States Attorney's offices. The goal is to promote transparency and accountability, which ultimately will increase public trust. I'll note that this investigation marks the 75th investigation of a law enforcement agency conducted since Congress entrusted the Department of Justice, and only the Department of Justice, with the authority to conduct pattern or practice investigations of law enforcement agencies. We take this responsibility seriously. Every American, regardless of race, has the right to constitutional policing. And we know constitutional policing is necessary to ensure public trust and to enhance public safety.
Now, the investigation comes amid mounting evidence that the agency has looked the other way in the face of beatings of primarily black men, including the 2009 deadly arrest of Ronald Greene. The announcement of a pattern or practice probe comes more than 3 years after white troopers were captured on long-withheld body camera video beating, stunning, and dragging Greene on a rural roadside near Monroe, Louisiana. No one has been charged in the case. Mona Harton, Ronald Greene's mother, will be on the show tomorrow. This is something that, Reese, a number of groups have been calling for this investigation. Normally what happens when things happen on local level, they call in the state police, but in this case, they can't trust the state police. The governor has been interrogated in terms of when he was made aware of this particular case. They initially told Ronald Greene's family that he died in a car accident, and the truth came out. We've seen story after story. But again, let me say why elections matter for all the people out there who keep posting nonsensical stuff saying, oh, black people have not gotten this and Biden has not done that. Let me remind everybody who runs their mouth, who listens to idiotic people on social media, who were saying that Biden is the same as Donald Trump. And that is this. The Trump administration made it clear they do not want to investigate police departments. They made it clear they did not want to look into them because they said it was hurting the morale of police. And you have seen more and more examples coming out of the Civil Rights Division, now led by Kristen Clarke, of this administration holding correctional officers, holding police departments accountable, and holding individuals who commit hate crimes. We've seen people who have been charged, folks who have been convicted. And so the reality is this: there's no doubt in my mind that if a Republican president was sitting in the White House, you would not have this announcement today.
Oh, 100%. So shout out to Kristen Clarke. She's been doing a really phenomenal job. And, you know, I remember a lot of these representation doesn't matter kind of debates people had, people, whether it was white progressives or black people aligned with the white progressives. But I think Kristen Clarke is a prime example of why it matters that we have somebody like us who's for us and by us in this position. This is the actual 5th pattern and practice investigation that's been launched by the Department of Justice. They are doing one on Minneapolis. They've launched one on Phoenix, Mount Vernon, New York, Louisville, and now we have Louisiana. And the thing that's really rare about this is this is the first statewide pattern and practice investigation over 2 decades. So this is not something that's very common. And you know that happened that.
Looks like Reese froze. Reese, you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Now we got you. Go ahead. You froze there. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I was saying that this is the first time they're doing a statewide investigation in 2 decades.
All right, we're having some issues with Reese's connection. Let me go to Larry.
Listen, Roland, I was in Baltimore after Freddie Gray's murder, and obviously they had the pattern of practice investigative probe, and eventually signed a decree with the city of Baltimore. And I think one of the things in terms of why these investigations are important is they found, in terms of their investigation, that black men in Baltimore City were being stopped repeatedly and not found to have anything that was illegal. So if anything else, and like I said, I know there have been conversations about how effective these, if there's a consent decree to sign, how effective they are. But I think these investigations are important because it identifies corruption, hopefully roots it out, and it will force the state of Louisiana to make changes. It shouldn't take several years after we have clear video of a black man being lynched on a highway for them to do anything about it. So I congratulate DOJ from doing this. And as you highlighted, Roland, they've been consistent in terms of investigating, various jurisdictions that are obviously not doing what they're supposed to do in terms of making sure the civil rights of citizens are being met. And once again, I think this is important. I think they should continue to do this and hold people responsible, because once again, it's tiring to consistently see black people being killed on roadsides or anywhere else. And we have to finally do something about it. So these probes are really important. Once again, it'll provide a lot of statistics about how black folks are disproportionately stopped in Louisiana. I found that black people make up about a third of the population, but they're more than twice likely to be stopped or being engaged in some kind of assault by police officers. And that's ridiculous. So I'm glad, like I said, this probe is going to be conducted, and hopefully they'll get to the bottom of this issue.
And Greg, keep in mind what you heard Larry just say there. It was the Trump administration, when they came in, Jeff Sessions, they wanted to get rid of that consent decree in Baltimore. And it was Baltimore that fought for it. And the federal judge said, absolutely not, we're moving forward. And so, again, for the people out there who say, oh, this is no big deal. No, it is something that is important, because for all of these people who say that, guess what? You ain't speaking for Ronald Greene's mama. You're not speaking for the people in these cities, in Louisville, Breonna Taylor's mother or her relatives. And so it amazes me when I listen to these people who say, oh, this is nothing, this is performative. Well, you ain't got a loved one who's been gunned down and the cops lied to you. So I don't really give a damn what you have to think.
Well, let's say it is performative. Let's say it is performative. The video you showed with our sister Kristen Clarke there, flanked by those three brothers, if we certainly don't see what the optics are, guess who does? Every white nationalist in this country. You see, Merrick Garland is an underwhelming attorney general. But in this case, what we're seeing here, look at those black people standing there. Now, see, those black people have the added benefit of being something that in this country is far too rare. They are, what's the word? Oh, yeah, the law. Do you know how much fear this is exactly what white nationalists have been fighting against since they started this criminal enterprise? Now, in the case of Louisiana, you're absolutely right, Roland. You're not Aaron Larry Bowman, who got hit 18 times with a flashlight by this cop, Jacob Brown, who has tallied 23 use of force violations for Louisiana State Police since 2015, 19 of which have been black people. So, on the ground, it makes a big difference. Now, it's funny, we just passed Prince's birthday this week. You see, he would have been 64. And we all remember when Prince came to Baltimore, performed his song Baltimore in the wake of what happened to Freddie Gray and the uprising that took place there. And we all went up to Baltimore. And I know we will never forget seeing every kind of police vehicle, tanks, horses on the damn freeway. Where did all these damn police come from? But you know what they faced? They met thousands, tens of thousands of people in the streets of Baltimore that said enough is enough. So, I mean, at the end of the day, none of the societal problems we have are going to be solved overnight. And this is a long distance struggle. It isn't one election cycle. It isn't one protest. It isn't one anything. It is a long distance struggle. And as we'll see tonight with the January 6th commission, this country suffers too many times from amnesia. And what the White Nationalist Party has done, they've decided We're not even trying to convince anybody. We are going to cape. Reese framed it beautifully at the beginning of the show. We're going to cape for what we cape for and damn the rest. Now it's up to the rest of us to decide, okay, we're going to stop talking to y'all too. It's time to overwhelm you now. And this is just another step in that direction.
It is. And so, folks, again, what we just continue to see, folks, is just the kind of behavior that is consistent by police departments around this country continues. And then you have those people who say the George Floyd Justice Act isn't important. This is why. And again, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, and again, I really don't care. I don't really give a damn if any of you fools out there, y'all do your little videos and your little bullshit Instagram post, and you sit here and like, oh, you caping, oh, you bootlicking, all of that. This is very simple. The United States Senate is 50-50 right now. There are 2 Democrats who do not want to get rid of the filibuster. So for all y'all people, and I see your little bullshit little tweets and your little posts on Facebook and your little IG posts and your little TikTok videos and your little Snapchat videos. I see all your little BS. And I can call you by names, but I won't because that's the most attention you've ever gotten in your life. Yeah, I'm talking to all you so-called new black media people who I never seem to see show up at anything black. But y'all love talking your mouths, love running your mouths on YouTube and Twitter and social media. Here's the thing. For all the things that you claim you want, tell me how you're going to get it. I'll wait. Tell me exactly how you're going to get the things that you claim that you want if you do not change the very people who are in place. Dallas Mayor Ron Kirk later became trade representative for President Barack Obama. Ron's one of my golf buddies. Ron's like, Roland, all that other bullshit don't mean nothing unless you can count votes. And when you can count votes, and you got the votes in your pocket, that's when you know you won. So if I sat here and did some math, and I said, if the same people who love to post and tweet and run their mouths would actually use that energy to push Sherry Beasley in North Carolina, she'll be the next United States Senator, which means you can take one off the board for the Republican Party. And if Fetterman, and there's some issues with Fetterman, but I'll take a Fetterman over Dr. Oz any day. That now takes another Republican off the board. Wisconsin's primary is going to be coming up. The person leading on the Democratic side is Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes. So imagine if Mandela Barnes takes out Senator Ron Johnson in Wisconsin. That's 3. You got that fake MAGA fool, J.D. Vance in Ohio. So imagine if black folks and others in Ohio support Congressman Tim Ryan. That's 4. And imagine if Democrats in Florida get their act together and Val Demings knocks out Marco Rubio. That's 5. Imagine if black people and poor white folks in Kentucky will stop voting against their interests and voting for Rand Paul would instead support Charles Booker. That's 6. And imagine if the same black people running their mouths, including some folks based in Louisiana, would use the energy to register black people between now and November to support Gary Chambers. You could take out Senator John Kennedy, that fake talking fool there as well. That's 6. You protect Warnock in Georgia. You protect Nevada, New Hampshire. And also, you could potentially take the seat in Missouri. What I'm laying out is, if folk actually put the work in the Senate could potentially look like 56-44, 57-43, 58-42, 59-41, dim to Republican. Now, Manchin and Sinema don't control the show. But some folk out there love to tweet about what folk not doing, what they should be doing, and who licking boots, and who doing that. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to be the same people posting and tweeting if Republicans control the House and the Senate. They're going to be the same ones saying, oh, look at this here, we cause Democrats to lose. Now what they're going to do, and while the Republican Party is running a train on you, yes, I said that for a reason. While they running a train on America, you're going to be sitting your happy ass there on social media saying, see, look what I told you. All the while getting nothing that you claim you want. But go ahead and play around with that America. Because see, I can already pull the story up and show you how the Republican Party, they are already planning. Y'all think I'm lying? This is a Politico right here, y'all. They are already planning. Look right here. Look, let me pull it up. I'm gonna show you this here. Just in case y'all think I'm lying. Just in case y'all think I'm lying. They already planning what investigations they're going to launch when they take control in 2023. Y'all, they're already planning it. They're going to give Marjorie Taylor Greene her committees back if they take over and she wins in Georgia. They're going to fully endorse and support these white supremacists. But y'all go right around and keep playing. Go right ahead, keep playing. And then rerun this video. Then when I say hashtag, we tried to tell you. Because we're trying to tell you right now. But as they say, fuck around and find out. Maybe you understand that language more than anything else. All right, folks, back to our Roland Unfiltered video in just one moment. Hey fam, Patrol Grooming is a men's grooming company that delivers on their promise every day to men everywhere. Everything we do, every product we make is designed to help you present your best self. It's a promise they've kept since 1991 when they first introduced the Bump Patrol brand, the #1 men's product for a smooth, bump-free shave and silky skin. Millions of customers count on their exceptional skincare products, which can be found at more than 30,000 retail stores in more than 50 countries around the world. Now you can have exceptional beard and skincare products that are as unique as you are. Fellas, as we prepare to go back out into the world with COVID restrictions being lifted nationwide, it's time to get our groove back and lose that scruffy look. Visit www.patrolgrooming.com to order a Patrol Grooming box and use this discount code, #Roland30, that's #ROLAND30, for a 30% discount at checkout. And we certainly appreciate Patrol Grooming being a partner with us at Roland Martin Unfiltered and the Black Star Network.